Alrighty, good morning, Arkansas. This is Assistant Chief Forecaster Cameron back in once again. I'm here to give you guys your morning forecast update for today here. So I know it's a little bit of an early start. It's 3:45 in the morning here. I wanted to get the video out to you guys, especially those that are getting kiddos ready for school, that are heading out the door this morning here, or even in some cases getting off work from working overnight here. So a very cool morning across Arkansas once again, with temperatures right now, Clinton coming in at 54 degrees right now here. And that just goes back to what I was telling you guys a couple of days ago about radiational cooling. You know, with the dry ground and the dry and somewhat cool air mass in place, it really helps those temperatures drop during the overnight hours here. But on the flip side of that coin, during the afternoon hours, we really get into the upper 80s to low 90s here. So right now, 66 degrees in Little Rock. I'm kind of questioning that reading right now. I think we're a little bit more of 63, 64 at this point. However, right now the current airport reading is at 66, 61 degrees in Camden, 64 in El Dorado, 57 right now near Hope, 63 in Hot Springs, 55 degrees in Mena right now. Higher elevations are even cooler than that. We're talking 52, 53 in the higher elevations here. So really cool start across Arkansas this morning here. If you're enjoying the weather, please let us know in the comments here. Also, do us a favor, please like and share these videos. It really helps us out, guys. I want to throw a shout out to Paul. He shared one of our videos yesterday here. We really appreciate the kind words that you threw out to us, Paul. He's been a really big inspiration for not only myself, but Derek and the entire Arkansas Weather Watchers team. So guys, be sure to like his page as well here. So with that being said here, I wish I could bring you guys some rainfall today. I know we've been desperately needing rainfall here. Unfortunately for us, the next couple of days, hot and dry across the board here. The heat ridge will start moving back in, so we get towards weekend, which is going to result in higher humidity as well. I'm not expecting it to get excessively warm. However, combined with the dry ground, temperatures are going to get back into the 90s and overnight lows back into the upper 60s, low 70s here. So this is kind of like a sneak peek into what to expect for the fall here across Arkansas. So we are looking at a couple of things that are going to help change the pattern, help shake things up over the next week to 2 weeks across our neck of the woods here. And for that to happen, we got to take a look at the tropics here. So the tropics, let's talk about a couple of things. First and foremost, tropical storm Minnie, which is still a tropical storm, by the way. 40 miles per hour, very quick hitting tropical storm too. Developed out of Invest 91L, developed just outside of Florida, made a landfall in Florida, and now it's on its way out into the Atlantic here. So probably the quickest tropical storm I've ever seen make landfall and then out back to sea in less than 24 hours here. And also, we got the powerhouse, Larry, out here in the Central Atlantic. Keep in mind, I know I've been seeing a lot of misinformation on social media. Larry will not, and I want to repeat, will not impact us here in the U.S. mainland. It will stay clear away from the United States. However, it is going somewhere which is going to be very interesting to note over the next week or two. This system is headed straight into the Arctic Circle, and you're going to be asking yourself, why should we care about a system heading towards the Arctic Circle here? Well, first and foremost, it's going to be what we call an extratropical cyclone / hurricane. It's going to maintain its hurricane status. However, the tropical characteristics of the system is going to go away here. So that's kind of the interesting thing. But the other note to that is that once it heads into the Arctic Circle, it could be a catalyst to what to expect as we get towards 2 weeks from now. We're like a week and a half to 2 weeks from now. Remember that September 20th to 22nd time frame that not only us here at Arkansas Weather Watchers, but Paul has been talking about as well, that we could be looking at our potential first cold front coming through at that time. Well, our friend Larry is going to be helping us at that point. So before, these systems up here in the Arctic Circle, they help to dislodge the colder air down into Canada and into the lower 48, which is, in layman's terms, basically sends a fall cold front through our neck of the woods. At the same time, we've got a very powerful typhoon out that's going to be recurving as well, from a tropical depression to a Cat 5 in less than 2 days. very, very quick development here. So we've not only got Larry, but we've got that typhoon as well that are going to be kind of working together to help bring a pattern change here in Arkansas. So you're going to start noticing that over the next week to 2 weeks here. I know we need the rainfall here in Arkansas, but as I said before, we're just going to have to be a little patient here, guys. We're going to wait for these pattern changes. This time of the year is very, very difficult to get one of those fall fronts down here, but once they happen, it's a recurring situation. You get one, and they keep coming and coming and coming over and over and over and over and over. So we just got to wait for that one to break the pattern, change the pattern, and then that's when you'll start seeing those recurring fronts as they get towards late this month and into October here. Now, we've talked about Mindy, we've talked about Larry, we've talked about the typhoon. Now let's talk about something in the Gulf of Mexico here. So we're going to zoom down to the Bay of Campeche. I'm going to turn on the 5-day outlook, and I'm going to turn off the satellite imagery for just a moment here. Now, satellite imagery is gone. There's the 5-day outlook here from the National Hurricane Center. We are watching an area of disturbed weather out here in the Caribbean. Over the next couple of days, it's going to be kind of struggling to develop as it's going to be crossing over the Yucatan Peninsula. However, once it emerges back out to the Gulf of Mexico, this system will have to be watched over the next couple of days for the potential of tropical development. Right now, guidance, not your best friend with this system. It's kind of all over the place. Some take it into Mexico. Some actually kind of recurve it into Texas here, which would be really good news for our neck of the woods, because at the same time, we're going to have a cold front that's going to be pushing down from the plains at this point. It's going to be lifting that moisture to the north. So we'll have to watch and see whatever develops out of this system as it pushes off towards the northwest. If it can manage to get going, remember the Bay of Campeche is pretty warm, and the wind shear and the dry air is not really too big of an issue here in the Gulf of Mexico. You guys saw with Invest 91L, once you got in the Central Gulf and near Florida, became Tropical Storm Mindy right out of the gate here. So we'll have to watch the system very closely here. As I said before, we'll keep you guys updated on the latest. If that happens, it would help to bring rainfall here in Arkansas, because we desperately need the rainfall here across the natural state here. So also, I want to throw out over the next couple of days here with relatively low humidity, warm afternoons, and a dry ground, that will help for the potential of wildfire danger here, guys. As I said before, wildfire danger is really, really important to talk about here in the natural state here, because I said before, all it takes is just one spark, and it can cause trouble here. So just keep that in mind. Right now, we don't have widespread burn bans in terms of counties. However, local cities have issued their own burn bans, so just keep that in mind if you're planning to do any burning. Check with your local city if you have a burn ban in place here. So that being said, let's talk about your morning regional outlook for today. Sunny skies, more the same from the last couple of days. High temperatures in the mid to upper 80s. Some low 90s can be possible in southern Arkansas. Overnight lows, really comfortable for one more night. Upper 50s, low 60s across the natural state before we start making that trend upwards as we get towards the weekend. We'll continue to keep you guys updated right here on your source for all things Arkansas weather.